Hello, everyone. Hey,
Hello,
Adam.
everyone.
So, actually, I was trying to know you better. What kind of university did you finish it? Or do you like traveling? Or what's your hobbies? I
Oh,
know a lot of your hobbies, by the way.
thank you a lot. I graduated from business and also communicating faculty. This I have this background and with this I can also criticize and collecting this knowledge with SEOs. That's pretty important for me. And for hobbies, I really like Formula One. And as you know, I'm always like how can I say collaborative with the Core Web Vitals metrics. And please, I'm also sometimes giving how can I say it examples from Formula One. For example, the Mercedes is a really big brand for Formula One because their engine is really strong. And the Red Bull is their engine is not very well, but their design is really cool. And I think I'm thinking always while watching Formula One, like Formula One, the Red Bull. How can I improve Red Bull here? Because their engine is like a server, server website, but they can success because Mercedes is really cool. And that's my one hobby. And I also like another sports, and I'm also following the EuroLeague and etc.
So, about Red Bull, I know
Yeah.
as sub headline or something like that. It's a brand sub name. Red Bull makes you what?
Wings, like gives you wings. That's slogan.
Oh, gives. Yeah, gives.
Yeah,
Wow,
and
that's right.
gives you like
Red Bull
wings
makes
and
you fly.
yeah.
So Yunus asked a question when old people ask, "Aren't you too young to be a CEO?" COO. Uh,
Yeah, that's another problem. They are always misunderstand SEO and CEO. That's our
oh
problems always.
yeah, oh yeah, definitely. What about Williams? I don't know who is here.
Williams. I don't like these teams nowadays, but they have really good history also. But I like George Russell from there. So it's
Georgia.
good to see some Formula One fans from the chat. I like that.
I am definitely not a fan of Formula One, but I watched before some of them, old, which is old, and new ones. But I'm definitely a fan of page speed, of making websites really fast, making web
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. Nowadays we can say that like SEO industry is kind of fan of the Formula One because page speed is getting more and more important.
Oh yeah, definitely. So everyone who is here, I am gonna ask Adam some questions, which some of them it might be tricky for Adam. It might be challenging. But if you also have any questions regarding his SEO journey or something else, don't hesitate to ask them. I guess Adam will answer all of them. I don't know, maybe.
I hope so. I hope so.
All right, so I will start from the bottom, Adam. How did you decide to be a part of the SEO community?
Oh my God, that's a cool question. And as you know, like when a person makes a career choice, it's not like it doesn't just happen at a particular time, not a specific time. And actually, my process started exactly like this. And in the early days of like early months of the high school, I started building very, very small websites, and many free site creation like kind of were so popular among the webmasters in that times. And later, I realized that like I shouldn't be connected or tied with these free sites platforms, and I started creating like a static website via Notepad. And I though it was very difficult to manage the static websites, and I wasn't using kind of iframes. And at that time, you know, that static website is always a problem. For example, you are creating a website, a page, and just you want to change the menu. If your website is totally static, you need to change every page, and that's amazing task for you. It's a lot. And later, I met with WordPress and produced my projects at the high school. One of my project was like transparent PNG stock website. That was like, and the name was the Star PNG. My surname Yildiz, it means like in Turkish star. And I created this website, starpng.com. Yeah, and like producing some like sharing transparent PNGs because like Photoshop designer was really searching these PNGs at that time. I don't know, maybe it's still quite popular, but I'm not sure because they are now using Illustrator, etc. And like I was sharing like transparent images like for the football player, actress, or maybe another motif on this website. And I had reached a number like 300 clicks a day, like per day. And I was getting all impression from the, you know, the Google images because how can I say it, like the people searching these images from Google Images. And yeah, that's how I started to build the website, and how I introduce myself to this website, like the web world. And yeah, that's my background of my high school. And another time is I can say that like business, like my university side, like as a business graduate at the university, like I thought the digital marketing is really, really, really important for business and brands, and that's like so important nowadays. And I start to improve myself in this area. And this area was the search engine optimization was the most suitable area for me, and I chose this one, and I joined this team.
That's amazing. So you have a background from actually web developing to design, from Photoshop to, I don't know, to creating content or something like that. So yeah, like you said, sometimes user intent is not to see the results directly from all the search results on Google. Sometimes we search for a query which we want directly to see the images, right? So for example, if I am looking for a mountain bike or shorts, sports shorts, maybe I want directly to see from Google Photos. So actually, web design is something important too, because if you create a really how to say, which is takes your eyes, then it can be important for SEO too. So it doesn't matter if you are in the first place of Google Images. It's important if that image is really lovely by users. So yeah, I observed in the first months when you join our team, you have a really great eye on make some great designs, wonderful designs. So from your presentations, to, I don't know, to creating from Photoshop some images, or from Adobe Illustrator, you said before?
Yeah, Illustrator, Photoshop, that's, yes.
So Adem, you are not only SEO, you are also a web designer, but not professional.
Yeah, I'm not professional. I want to be like dive into be professional in SEO, but that was kind of like if you are creating a website or sharing something on the social media, you need to learn maybe these softwares at that time. But nowadays there is quite very various website to design your photos or etc.
Yeah. So, all right. Before going to Mehmet's question, because it's a little bit maybe detailed, which needs details, I'll go to our next question. It's about how was your first 2 months in Team SEO, in our team? What kind of processes did you face?
Oh, good question again. I was kind of excited, Roman. You said me challenging question, and this question is getting a bit difficult, but okay. In fact, BoostROAS, like DMT, has a very good development system. If you want, can you explain the DMT to this audience?
It's actually digital marketing training, but in our side we have a SEO training. So everyone who joins our team as a junior or as a newbie or as an intern, they take this training. So it takes like from 1 month to 3 months. It depends of how fast you learn something. For example, Adam learned in how many months? In 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months, and also communicating with brands is like 3 months.
Yeah, so you were fast. And like I said, it's a digital marketing journey where you can, after you join our team, you take these courses directly from us. And that's it.
Oh, thank you for this describing. And, I saved some time to answer this question. Thank you, Roman.
Yes, sneaky boy.
But, DMT is an important program for audience. So, as you know, like in SEO, we have a basic development process, and like both on the technical and also in the content side. And actually, like, let's consider this process as a brand. Like there's a brand in this DMT, and this website has really bad SEO experience, and you have tasks about that. It's like this journey, and there's a 2-month learning process and on how to solve like all these problems. And actually, I could understand it's better because I had, as I said, I had some basic knowledge from high school and university, but also there was also nice system for someone who has literally starting from the very beginning. And like there was a title for each issue, and under this heading, like there were quite detailed blog posts and videos that experienced people use this as resources during the development process. And like we are while we are working with brands, actually we are also searching something, because we are not just we don't know everything very well, because there are lots of insights, and maybe someone is sharing a new blog post. That's a new insight for us. That's not an industry like so static. It's really so dynamic, the world. And so you shared this experience, like this blog post, like the very basic and also advanced level. And like I read them, and I also watch these videos and also webinars, and I'm taking these insights from these videos. And another process, I presented all this process, like we learned to my more experienced friends, that's you in the SEO team, and yeah, I was preparing a weekly presentation, and I took feedback from you, and this feedback is kind of very insightful. For example, I am sharing my knowledge, like I know this. For example, I learned largest contentful paint. that's not a basic metric to understand. That's not just a blog post. Okay, I read it and I know now largest contentful paint, but there are really lots of insights from blog posts or maybe some webinars. For example, you said, "Hey Adam, did you watch any webinar about this metric?" And I was thinking about that. Oh yeah, I didn't watch, and I haven't watched any webinar about that. And like every week I was improving myself and like presenting, and also we were communicating how to improve myself, and that was my journey actually in the DMT.
Amazing. You mentioned actually something very important. We learn from our clients, not just from our team while we communicate with them. So theoretically, we really learn from our clients, but practically, when the clients ask us something to solve, for example, when you do that, when you do a report, then we learn it better, because theory plus practice, it's equal to more successful, to really learning something better than a theory. So also testing something is pretty useful in this process, and you did great. You definitely did great.
Thank you. And what you say about this practice, I also agree with you about this process.
Yep, definitely. Also, webinars is very important. Like this one, Weekly SEO, it's every week on Friday, and we started to have a lot of attendees. Of course, we are not popular, but we are trying our best as non-English native speakers. And for example, you
popular, Roman. I'm not, but you are.
I don't know. Maybe in the future. So you also mentioned something really important. You said while you learn largest contentful paint, clients need to understand not technical part, but what is this a problem and how to resolve it, and what will be the results as a forecast. So in that part, you need to create like something storytelling, because what Google says about largest contentful paint is different. But what we understand and what clients need to know from us, it's another big thing. So storytelling, it's another big challenge for many of SEOs. It's not just for clients or another ones. So yeah. Hey Paul, we have Paul also from SEO Video Show. He have a lot of videos regarding SEO.
Yeah, I'm following that.
Question. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But I want to add something also about your like brand side. You know, you need to describe very well these metrics, because that can be some technical details for a marketing director, and you need to always describe it very basic, and maybe you need to make a storytelling.
Definitely, I totally agree with you. And what you do the best, Adam? What expertise makes Adam a brilliant and unique SEO in this community?
That's another good question.
It's a tricky question. Let's say that.
Okay, let's start like what I'm focusing on. Actually, I'm little more on the technical side of SEO, and but on the content side, there's a brand also, like brands that I work with, like in the very strategic direction. And especially with the upcoming update, you know, I specialize like in Core Web Vitals to make websites to, like, you know, negative impact from this update. And also I like the intro, you know, you prepared. I like it, like Formula One and Core Web Vitals. Yeah, actually, like I am more focusing on this Core Web Vitals. And also I follow the speed of website operating in many different like categories. There's lots of industry, and they have lots of another cases in this metric, and I'm trying to solve this with the how can I say it, like slight laws of design. As you know, sometimes it's necessary to give up some of aesthetic aspects of the website. Like if you wanna make your website faster, sometimes you need to delete, or you need to change something that's also like JavaScript maybe, that's cause, or maybe like so fancy images from the e-commerce or another categories. And actually, in fact, I need to make these improvements by minimizing these aesthetic loss. I don't want to lose this aesthetic in the website, and I want to give with feedback to the brands in this way. And another part, I can say, my differentiation is that like I like collecting insights, not only like from big markets or in the Turkey market. I really like also to not achieve, like to find some insights from the smallest markets.
Yep.
And there were many studies, such as the one I shared the last week, about cumulative layout shift.
Yep.
There were really a lot of studies about that, but that's just from United States, maybe United Kingdom. That's big markets, or they are just agencies is collecting these insights from their main market. And I really like to find these another countries and other markets to collect these insights, and I really like to write about that in the blog post. I think that's my was the differentiate in this industry. I wanna I like collecting this data and sharing the blog post with these insights. Like for example, like another my cumulative layout sheets, the blog post. There were website insights from the Greece. That's really small market maybe for SEOs, but that has a really cool the case for cumulative layout sheet. There was a like they have a good case from in this metric. Maybe this case, this website can be so insightful for a big brand in the United States, and that's my part. And I wanna focusing on diving into this part, and I really like to collecting that data from all countries.
Adam, this too is so challenging, and I know in our DMT SEO program courses, we had a lot of tasks, or how to say that, courses to learn, to pass them. Which one of them was page speed, and under that, a lot of tasks to complete. So, as you know, there were, like I said, a lot of tasks to learn. But how did you decide, after all, to go more detailed, to go beyond the Core Web Vitals? Why did you choose Core Web Vitals?
As I said, like I like speed. I like Formula One. That's maybe that's maybe my another important fact why I'm focusing on the Core Web Vitals. Actually, like I like how to optimize website in this way, and I really like to always checking this the page speed or page like their Core Web Vitals metrics. How can technical side, what are they doing, and how they achieve this page speed. That's kind of my challenge, and I really like this challenge because it's it's like gives me more fun or enjoy in this industry.
It also means when you're speeding up a website, it's equal to more revenue. It's equal to more visibility.
Yeah.
So we also not just making web faster, we also make businesses to growing up faster.
Yeah,
So,
there are lots of cases about that. Maybe your core web vitals, if you increase that, it's, as you said, it can impact your and affect your revenue. Maybe it can affect your bounce rate, your user experience, and as you know, especially in e-commerce, user experience is equal to revenue.
yep. So let's go to the next question. You really have a lot of answers. I didn't
Really?
expect them, but you're pretty good. So how do you improve yourself? What kind of methodology do you use on a daily or weekly basis to make your knowledge better than one day before or a week before or a month before?
Oh, that's a detailed question.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's actually like from my daily life, and for me and the whole team, it's Monday. Yeah, Monday is very important. Sometimes Sunday and Monday, this between these days, because the mail bulletin and like we follow, they fall into our mainstream, and like all these mainstream like together, and with all current articles and news. That's actually like so how can I say, like insightful for us to keep ourselves to up to date. And among these, to stay up to date, I can say like Aleda Solis SEO FOMO, and this newsletter, and also read insightful blog post that I choose. And I was reading this blog post because that's current blog post, and that's also so insightful blog post sometimes, and not sometimes. Okay, that's wrong. Lots of times. That's so insightful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with Tom, I don't remember surname. I'm sorry. The SEO MBA, that's newsletter.
Yeah, it's from Tom. Yeah,
Yeah, Tom.
I don't remember either his surname.
Sorry, Tom, but that's newsletter is really, really cool. And like I was diving a little deeper into like the business model of SEO. They are giving lots of examples from the business side of SEO. And in addition to this, there's a particular resource such as search engine journal that also keeps us to date. So because perhaps we are in the most dynamic world, that's not as I said before, that's not a so static world. We need to always improve ourselves because everything is changed by day by day. And so like we can say like algorithm updates that's changing every time, search volumes sometimes, like something is getting pretty yeah, Tom Krislov. Thank you, Roman. And as I said, the algorithm update, and also some search volumes, something is getting trends sometimes, like they are increasing the search volumes. You need to always keep touch with it. And also search intent, sometimes it's changing. You need to be always you need to update yourself in this industry every day, and that's actually this challenge for us. And I am using this newsletter, reading this newsletter and website to improve myself from day to day. And also I can say that also I am improving myself by collecting data, as I said before. Yeah. And yeah, like as I said before, I was searching another insights from the another countries and other websites. For example, if we are working with a brand in this category, probably I am checking what's the best in this category and what's the best organic traffic, and probably this website gives you more insights about that. How can you improve your website in the organic side, because this website probably is making their job is pretty good, and probably they will gives you lots of insights about that.
Great, amazing answer. And also, I can recommend as a newsletter, SEO FOMO, SEO MBA by Tom Critchlow. And also there is Kevin Indig and formerly Deep Crawl worker, which is Adem. You can follow him, his newsletter too. So also on Twitter, there is a lot of amazing people from this SEO community. So if you follow them, you will see also a lot of blog posts, a lot of ideas, tips, tricks, videos, for example, like this one. So Crawling Mondays is also a great video series, which is doing by Aleda with some special guests, or you can watch another video shows like this one, or etc. So there is a lot of resources when you are in the SEO community industry. Let's go through Mehmet's question, by the way, because he asked a question, and let me add it here. So he asked, when you can't solve a SEO problem, what's your first resource or person maybe that you consult?
Okay. That's good question, but like the first person to consulting is probably it's myself, because and Google, and searching, you can find nowadays everything from the websites, and because this SEO industry is also shaping and also sharing a lot of resources about that. The first time, like if I couldn't solve this problem in the website, for example, or technical or content side, whatever, and I'm searching this from firstly I'm searching it. But if I also didn't, because some problems needs to experience. You can read lots of blog posts. Maybe you can watch webinars and videos. Probably they won't give you any solve. So you need to ask more experienced person. So that will be Roman, first person, and actually I'm asking first Roman for as a person, but the first person is me, and then Roman and or Bishra, that's my teammates, colleagues, and if I didn't solve this problem again, and if it's connected with Google, probably I will ask this question to John Miller on the Twitter. That's my another address.
So John Miller is a big resource for us.
Yeah, that the first.
Yeah, we also can use webmaster forums. Despite this answers, by the way, Adam, because Googling something is very important before asking to someone, because like I said, and like you said, there is a lot of resources where we can learn. We can learn the theory. So great. And also, second question from Mehmet. It's great one, and I'd say working remotely, it's a big opportunity. But which thing supports your passion working at BoostROAS? It's a key question for newbie.
Yeah, for BoostROAS, I can totally say, this improving all teammates, improving themselves every day. I think that's my first reason. Like you have you have really good potential to improve yourself in this BoostROAS, and that's really, we have really, I think, really good culture for it. And I can say another one is sustainability, and we are also focusing on the sustainability, and like we are just not making a webinar just one week. Also, we are sustaining and these webinars from the month, and yeah, I think that's sustainability is also another keyword to give me this. Okay, I couldn't find the keyword for that, but that's my another reason. The second reason is the sustainability.
Yeah, great. So if you want to know better our culture, you can find out more details in our website, boostroas.com. There is what we do, how we do, what makes our unique, what kind of services we provide, or etc., etc. So you can learn a lot of details in there. But also, I'd say it's, despite working remotely, flexible hours, because working flexible, it's very important, especially in these days of coronavirus.
Yeah, of course.
I'd say that sometimes we can work on Sunday, but sometimes we can work. We don't work on Wednesday or something like that. It's totally up to us. It's totally up to how do you manage client operation, or if you have an urgent meeting. If you don't have, you can manage it on weekends, or if you'd like, of course, because Turkey right now it's staying at home. They can't go outside, as I know. But in my country, we don't have this lockdown, totally lockdown. So it's totally flexible in our agency. Let's go to the next question.
It's a third reason is flexibility.
Definitely, flexibility. Yeah. It's very important. So leading a brand, it's a big responsibility. For example, we leading e-commerce brands. How do you manage clients? How do you manage communication with them? How do you manage to not growing up the churn rate?
Oh, that's, yeah, like churn rate is quite important.
Yeah, they are, for example, to not have bad communication with clients. How do you manage? How do you manage clients?
Yeah, like I think I have two brands model in my mind. Like, in fact, like we can say that the most difficult points of the process, as you said, to convince the brands with the brands. And some brands like can deliver like improvements on the website, and they are just completely trusting you. But generally, these brands like can be small website, and but probably they will have a high potential in this category, etc. And in these brands, sometimes like there can be usually like they have a budget shortage. That's budget problem. You want to say them, let's improve this metric, or let's write a content about that. Probably they will say, oh my God, that's we have a kind of budget problem, etc. That's a problem for small enterprises, and or they are big brands and they don't have any budget problem. But these brands love really questions. They are asking you a lot. Okay, that metric is cool, but why we need to do it? So you have to go to these brands based on the benefits, and as much as possible. Sometimes you need to give results, such as how this benefit will not just on the visibility side. Also you need to show them like more data driven on the profit side. That's profit you will increase if we do it. And like ultimately it's necessary to understand the brand. I think that's the main keyword here, is to understand these brands. And if if we can't complete this project design process exactly like what we do, probably the measurement side and this measurement phase cannot be started, and the development process is probably will be interrupted if you are not communicating with the brands very well. And when the measurement phase is not passed, if you don't have really trusting these data or from this website, probably you cannot reach this success, and probably brand may not be satisfied, with the service we receive, and probably they will say, okay, we didn't do anything, but the SEO industry, like you need to always work with the brand employees also. That's the main point is here. You cannot do anything without technical from the technical side.
IT department.
Yeah, that's the department. So you need to they need to help you to achieve this success. So that's the main problem is main point is to understand brand, and you need to always solve these problems while you are starting, and you need to prepare everything very well before starting to improvements. Sometimes you can start this project without how can I say, like from the company side, if they don't accept it, probably you will not achieve the success. So if you wanna be successful in this website, first of all, you don't have to start these improvements in the website. You need to start with this brand, and you need to solve every problem on the technical and on the content side, because probably in the future you will encounter with lots of problems.
Definitely. So the keyword is communication, but also success. It's not the only way to be successful with communication, because clients expecting results as not solving or fixing a problem, but at the same time communication and successful results. So let's go fastly to the next question, which, while we talked about technical part of the website or content processes, what kind of challenges did you have since now, and do you recommend to have challenges?
Actually, the challenge, like kind of esports in the SEO, challenges is it's like unforgivable for us, because that's every day you are encountered with the challenges. And I can say that the technical side and also content side, like changes made without any consulting. I think that's the most difficult part of this, like in SEO. For example, like we can optimize our website. Maybe it's negative speed impact factors, these page speed factors on the website, and later all these improvements can be take back from the technical side. And this how can I say, like you are giving all these insights to the brand, and they are improving their website, and then they say to each other, okay, let's change the website design, and everything is deleting almost, because maybe you made some content sites, and or maybe they can change their platform, for example, from WooCommerce to Shopify, or Shopify to WooCommerce, in this e-commerce site. And you are maybe working almost 5 or 6 months to improve these metrics and these SEO improvements, and they are just changing all website without consulting. I think that's the challenge for us. And also I encountered this problem in this, for example, in the e-commerce category, because they made it they changed the whole website. Can you imagine that? Without any test domain. So that's I think that's in the technical side, especially, that's the big challenge for us.
Yep. So you recommend also to another SEOs to have challenges?
Like recommend to SEOs?
Yeah, like
I
do
don't
you
understand actually.
yeah, do you recommend like we need to have SEO challenges in this industry?
Yeah. So challenges is also improving ourselves. You can say that, for example, if you had a brand, they made this change without any consulting. You can say another brand, guys, if you if you change this new design, please you can consult us, and because it's affect our SEOs and our organic visibility.
Yeah. All right. So let's go to a little bit funny question, because we had really detailed questions since now. What's your worst SEO nightmare? I remember one, but I will not know.
Yeah, that's that's true. Like, speaking of nightmare, I've been having serious Core Web Vitals nightmares lately. That's true. Okay. Like, actually, this question is very linked to the challenge part. Like, I can say that these nightmares are the updates on the website that are usually made without consulting. That's my still nightmare, and this, as I said, is linked to this challenge part. Like, because this can actually be maybe 5 weeks or 5 months, maybe 5 years, period, and it means that all these improvements in this website suddenly disappear because they didn't consult you. I think, yeah, that's my nightmare. But if I give an example on this subject, I can say that, for example, I think the biggest nightmare on the, for example, Core Web Vitals is the time to first byte for me. That's my nightmare. Because on the technical side, the lack of this proper server affects all metrics. If your time to first byte is not good and this server is not good, it means that whatever you want, like, you can improve your another metrics, like in the software side, but you will not achieve this success because it's the problem is the main problem is the hardware side. Yeah, that's my nightmare in the Core Web Vitals side.
I guess we all had a nightmare regarding SEO, and I guess Dreams takes like 27 seconds. I don't know if it's true, but I read that before. And if a nightmare takes 27 seconds, it's a ranking factor, definitely, because it's loading slowly. So they need to reduce the seconds.
That's a good example. Also, I can give a nightmare from international SEO side. Maybe geo-IP redirect also can be a nightmare.
Oh, damn.
That's not just a nightmare for me, also for the Google bot. Yeah.
All right. Which names inspire you the most in the SEO industry, and why?
Okay, we can start with the easy one, because everyone knows it, especially in the field of mail newsletter and the international SEO. I will primarily recommend Aleida Solis, and she's a person I have gained very useful insights, especially on the international SEO. And also she has also like a basic level for people who wanna learn SEO. And another site I can say for Core Web Vitals, Temi Evers. Probably she is the top of the list, and I follow as they have a really Core Web Vitals blog posts, and she writes like more articles to user experience, but not just not in the SEO sector, but also she's also a very important resource for SEO, and because she writes quite detailed research on speed and such as affects these metrics and the profits or the bounce rate, how it affects, and in the speed curve blog post. And another name probably will be Carl Handy. Yeah, Carl Handy is another person. I really like sharing information about e-commerce and SEO. Like if you wanna improve yourself, or if you have a problem, or you wanna take some information from e-commerce SEO, probably his blog post is very useful for you. And Carl Handy, I can say, for e-commerce SEO. And probably you were like Roman Adamita, one of these people. I can really say that, like, I followed before like starting this industry. I was following you and your blog posts also, and and you like had like very different approaches. I can totally say that. And for example, about pagination, that's really cool. And like it was an article that like, you know, already viral in the SEO industry, and I will definitely include you in this list. But okay, I said I gave some names in the categories, and yeah, and I want to example the basis of language also, like probably in Spanish, Aleida Solis is again, and Felipe Bazon for Portuguese in the Brazil, and I can say Mert Erkal in Turkish. I'm following him also, and also I'm following like from the similar web. It's Limor, but I'm sorry, I don't remember her surname. Yeah, Limor for Israel. There are also these names I follow, and I can recommend.
Great. So if someone from here wants to see who you follow, who inspires you, they can go through your Twitter profile and they can see what people you follow.
Yeah. Also LinkedIn. I'm sharing this person's posts also. Yeah.
All right. Amazing. So regarding pagination blog posts, I won't say anything because it was already harmful for me, but I will talk about it in another time maybe. So before going to the last question, I would like to ask you, Mehmet. Mehmet has two questions. You can answer so quickly because we are going to 1 hour. So
yeah.
Do you like to be forced by your teammate for solving anything like problems?
Like I can say that forced in the team, because I don't encounter that nowadays, but it's sometimes to be first is can learn teach you something teach you something from this, you know. If you are forced, sometimes they teach you a lot, but sometimes I think that's not good for a person also. Yeah, like okay, I gave a so short answer, but I can say that. Yeah.
All right. Do you believe books are important to improve ourselves? It's not about SEO books, like as I understand. Do you think from different topics, books are important? I'd say yes, quickly, but
yeah. Totally, I can say yes, because I'm also, for example, I'm always reading about economy books. I like something in this part of these books. I like to read, and of course, it improves my maybe not SEO, but it includes my general culture. Yeah, but books doesn't have to be so connected with SEO also.
Definitely.
Yeah, generally I can say yes, of course.
100% agree with you, Adam, in that part. So Yunus have a question. What is your dream website to optimize?
Actually, I have a kind of utopia. Maybe it's not utopia, like dystopia. This dystopic website has a really, really bad user experience and SEO. That's all SEO's criteria is really bad. I have this kind of dream and dystopia to optimize this kind of website, but I haven't encountered yet. I don't have a brand to optimize that can be.
Don't say it. Don't.
Yeah, that can be.
We don't like dislikes. We like likes, as always.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess there is no questions, but I would like to ask you the last question. So what would you recommend to a starter in the SEO industry? Where should they start, and what they should know that you think is very crucial?
In fact, I went through this process, and if I think about what has benefited the most, I definitely think that practice is really very, very important. And you say that before also. And to be fed first with amazing resources, for example, as prepared Aleida Solis or these basic SEO blog posts that can be so informative for us, but SEO doesn't go through doing the same information. Okay, you are reading something in the blog post, but probably you need to change, or you need to discover something new. And if you want to discover something new, you need to practice. And I can totally say basic information, like this blog post, what is robot.txt, what is sitemap, that's so crucial, but that's not enough for SEO. And I can totally say practice is the keyword, the main keyword in this process, because if you are practicing something, you are discover something. For example, also you can read some case studies from another website. For example, in the France, an SEO made and improve their organic traffic, and how made it. Maybe that can be potential for you in the Turkey, in this market, or which market you are managing your website. Then you can read this case study, and you can implement this market and checking your data. So the practice is the most important part of it. And as I said, the basic blog post is very insightful for you if you want to learn something, but the practice is the most important one.
Definitely. So also I'd say learning is important, but listening it's also the most important thing, because you learn from someone else.
Yeah.
You have your ideas from someone else, and you listen to them. They are like your mentors. So if you want to have Harvey Specters in your career, you just need to follow specific persons, not follow all of them. For example, if you follow just Weekly SEO, it's not good. You need to follow some similar like Weekly SEO. For example, Crawling Mondays is something similar, or SEO Video Show is something similar. But if you watch a lot of different SEO or marketing, or I don't know, content writing, etc. stuff, then it might be really complex to understand something in a fast way. And I'm always saying, start with starting, and that's it.
Yeah, like also I wanna add another subject here. Now it came to my mind, like the T shape. Yeah, T shape is like to have as much as information as possible on the one subject. You need to know it very well, and also something from other subject. And if we like connecting with the SEO, this T shape, like we can say like a technical side, content side, maybe user experience, maybe analytics, maybe the Google data dashboard information. That's probably will be our cross discipline. And but we need also this deep discipline, and you need to focus on the depth subjects, such as maybe for me, for example, is the core web vitals. And or just you don't need to take it like I need to focus on the technical. Also, you need to focus on the more specific area in the technical side or content side. So at least you need to know one thing so detailed, and so you need to dive into it. And another one, as I said, like technical content, and you need to know that also, like UX, analytics, data dashboard, because they gives you more insights from your website.
Great. So my last in this question, my last answer, because we are over 1 hour, it will be a guy or be someone which is out of the box.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, Adam, thank you very much for your answers, your ideas. It's 1 hour and a lot of really best answers from you, I guess. It was really useful, and I hope someone will take it as a daily practices. So that's it. Thanks for being here to everyone. You can subscribe to Weekly SEO from our website, BoostROAS.com, Weekly SEO live stream. So that's it. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, everyone. See you.